Oh, hello, I am Zokanax. This is my drink, and I would like to welcome you to what is going to be the setup for my definitive series, Scrub Corner. Now, what Scrub Corner is basically, it's going to be a show where I review games similar to World of Warcraft, including World of Warcraft. I'm going to be doing World of Warcraft, Rift patch reviews. I'm going to try and do Age of Conan, but it makes my computer lag out really bad. And the main focal point that inspired Scrub Corner is right in front of me, which is Magic the Gathering. Scrub Corner started out, and is still going to continue as well, it's not going to be a weekly show. It's going to be a buy to try weekly show where I review Magic the Gathering decks that I have built or purchased. And I'm going to run through their basic strategies, how they work, what inspired the ideas behind the decks. And if you are from Spoils of War and currently access the website at all, I do this weekly. Every Saturday I debut a Scrub Corner post, and you can see all my decks. Whenever a deck gets updated, it goes on the list to be reformatized and on Scrub Corner. So before me, I'm going to run through all of the decks that I have. But before that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my Magic history. I started back in the Lorwyn block, and I quit right at the end of that because I had the friends that I played with were really, I don't want to say they were good, they were douchebags. You know what I'm talking about, where you go to play a normal, just relaxed, fun game. You're sitting there playing with your, your itty bitty deck you made for poops and giggles, and then they hit you with an infinite combo. So, sold my cards, gave them to a friend. Call it that. I came back for New Pyrexia because the store that I work at sells the cards, and lo and behold, I made a black and green Nissa Ravane deck because I bought a deck builder box. That was the card that I pulled at it, so I made a deck for it. It's a green-black email. It is a green-black infect deck using elves and assorted Phyrexian black cards, with the focal point being Nissa Ravane. So that's here. Here, you'll see this is the deck that I really, really wanted to make. My second set of booster packs that I pulled from New Phyrexia, I drew Urbask the Hidden. This is a white and red haste deck. There is no punchline. It is a punchline. I have 3 Urbasks and a copy of Anger, which I'm going to put more of in here, and I'm going to turn it into, I'm going to try and do a little bit of a mill type thing with it, but basically it's haste all the time. It's a Death Knight. It stacks haste. I play a Death Knight. I have here 2 unedited versions of the 2012 structure decks. We have the red and black, and we have the white and green. The white and green is focused around Aegis Angel, and the red and black is Flameblast Dragon. Decks that I have made. This one I know for a fact. This one I gotta check. So let's do that. Oh. Okay. I figured out why I forgot about this one because I don't remember making it. This is my attempt at a green and red Eldrazi burn ramp. Mana burn. Mana burn as in it mana ramps and then it burns you. With Eldrazi. Jazz hands. This one is a recipe I pulled off the internet that's currently being revamped and is going to be the first reviewed deck for Scrub Corner via YouTube. It is a black and red sliver deck, which the recipe I pulled off the internet through Google on the Wizards of the Coast official website for Magic the Gathering. The deck itself, minus all of the land, all the basic lands, all of the mountains and all the swamps, barren moors, forgotten caves, those are all still on this list to purchase. Now, it's a $15 recipe minus all basic lands. So it's effectively a $15 deck that stands at about 15-2 out of every game I've played with it. So this is the one I'm going to be reviewing. There are 3 cards in it now that have not been in the original recipe. 4 total if you count the adaptive automaton I've placed inside of it. Only 1 because I only owned 1. This is my Artifact Blue Karn deck. It is blue counters with artifact creatures such as living weapon equipment, kiln walkers, etc., etc. My Chandra Lunar red deck. It is a burn deck. It needs to be fixed because it is terrible with mana. Going to be on the list for the scrub corners. This is one of the Raz of the Eldrazi decks. It is Shamanistic Rites. Shamanic Rites. It's also a green-white, similar to the 2012 set. And I've done some slight additions with adding some more white and green cards, mostly angels, some auras, what I thought would give it a nice twist. This is actually one of my favorite blue decks, because when I came back, I actually started with the Jace Berlin Thoughts of the Wind Planeswalker deck. This is a mono blue Illusion Drake deck, featuring Lord of the Unreal, Xenographed, and Phantasmal Image. This is my green Vorlax deck. It features Gurk Wildspeaker in it. I pulled both him and Vorlax the same day, where I purchased one pack of new Phyrexia cards and the 2012 Fat Pack. So, I got two of them. I said I'm making a mono green beast deck. Made a mono green beast deck. That's there. Here, we have my mono white and my mono black decks. Sorin, Elspeth. Elspeth is Griffin themed because I don't have a lot of angels to work with or a lot of soldiers, so Griffin themed. And then here we have my Sorin deck, which is of course vampires. I do have two Sorin's Vengeance. The deck only features one in it because I don't like jumbling my mana around that many too big abilities. So aside from Sorin, there's a couple other really large cards in there, but not many, because it's got mana for smaller creatures, small spells that do big things. So, another thing that I'll be doing that I'm hesitant to talk about because I don't want to feel obligated to do this, I'm going to do Magic the Gathering prizes from my binder, featuring cards from Platinum Angel to Primeval Titan to Grave Titan. Those are not guarantees. I will randomly select a card every week, and try not to be offended if you get a card from one of the EDH Commander decks. It's going to happen. I've got a lot of them. I chop the decks to all hell to basically just put great cards in other decks, because some of these cards are ridiculous. So, there's that. So there's what Scrub Corner is going to be. And, you know, I'm just going to do that. There's going to be no editing because I don't know how to. By all means, you can flame me for that. I dare go for it. I know Windows Live Movie is easy to use. I've played with it. I don't do that. That is not my favorite thing to do. So, yeah, Scrub Corner official episode review is going to be coming in August, and I will be having Schultze of Windrunner, my Pocket Priest, as I have his Pocket Breath Knight. We will be co-reviewing. One of us will do a video game one week, the other will do a Magic one the next. So we're going to be flopping back and forth. The first episode will have him, but he will not appear until some of the later episodes due to a location issue of 2 or 3 states. So, yes, that is Scrub Corner. This is Zulkanax, and this is me getting up to turn off the camera.